Today, I'm going to be going over the top 5 things that you need to know about this November Scorpio new moon on November 15th, 2020. Welcome back, beautiful souls, to the channel. I'm Chica, your conscious mentor, and today we are going to be deep diving into the top 5 things that you need to know about this new moon in Scorpio. Scorpio is the season of a lot of mystery, a lot of curiosity, and a lot of open answers of our shadow. So this is a very important time as far as embarking of expansion and also on setting intention for manifestation and abundance based on what we expand on. So I'm really excited to deep dive into all the things that you need to know about this new moon energy. Before we get into the video, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, like, and subscribe, as well as the notification bells. I do videos every single week for you beautiful souls, and to be part of the energy to manifest 1 million souls that we support here on this channel to expand their consciousness. And today's subscriber of the day is Black Girl on Fleek. Thank you so much for being part of this family. I'm so grateful for each and every single one of you guys. I also want to remind you guys that we are actually meeting up here November 15th, 9 p.m. Eastern time for a new moon meditation and energy healing. So make sure you subscribe, put notification bells, and put it in your calendar, because I would love to help you expand this coming new moon. Now, let's get into the top 5 things that you need to know. So this new moon in Scorpio on November 15th is very mysterious. And the first thing that comes up to mind is that there are a lot of unexpected things to come, but it's all dependent on the karma, meaning whatever you put in is what you're gonna get back. And one thing that I can make sure to let you guys know is over about half of the month is in Mercury Retrograde. It's the last 2 weeks of Mercury Retrograde. So if we think about this, it lines up to having the new moon right after. Crazy. So we can see that it is very important for us to take into intention that how has your Mercury retrograde been? How have you been noticing your emotions? Have you been listening to what your guides in the universe has been telling you? Because that is going to be very important for knowing what you need to do for this new moon in November in Scorpio. So comment down below how you've been feeling with the Mercury retrograde. I would love for you to know. I'm also going to link up a video here so you could actually learn about the Mercury retrograde, just to brush up a little bit on energy. But the first thing that I will say is you are being more inclined to be an introvert. What that means is that you are probably canceling your social plans. You're probably not wanting to talk to many people, and that is completely fine. Why? Your body, your consciousness is getting prepared to shed some things out of your conscious being, not only on a soul level, but on a past life level and an ancestral level. And we're going to get into that a little bit in the next few little points, but I want you to know that you are feeling a little bit more introverted. You might be feeling like you don't want to, talk to many people. You're not feeling the sense of going out of your way to be more social. It's just very heavy is kind of the thing that I can feel. It's like that eeriness that we know things are coming, we know things are shifting, but we don't know what. Now, as we go into the steps, you will notice that you will be able to prepare what exactly you need to know, but the first thing is just to really replenish your energy, because this is your consciousness saying that it's exhausted, it's tired. So this new moon, make sure that you really put intention into your ritual before the new moon. Get a bath going, put in some pink Epsom salts to clear your aura and also to clear your energy. Allow yourself to give yourself some love energy with a rose quartz, amethyst, or even a baby selenite, which is really great for helping you with sleeping. If you are having, lack of sleep recently, feeling a little bit more tired, this crystal is definitely going to help you during this time of feeling a little bit more introverted. Number 2, death and rebirth. Being a Scorpio myself, I can definitely say that is something that is very well known in the energy of the Scorpio. It's a lot of, releasing things, but a lot of rebirthing out of the ashes. And that's essentially what that comes from. There's this whole hardship that you've been going through for the past 6 weeks. And it's exhausting. I know, let me know down below if you're exhausted, because I know I am. But that being said, I can feel that there's something big upon the horizon. And this is where the rebirthing comes in. So what can you do in this stage? This is where you can set in intentions, because the energy of the Scorpio is all about releasing, creating new things, new ideas, new manifestations, new abundance, new relationships in our space. our body is getting ready for that new energy. It's tired of some people, some things that have been lingering for way too long. So take this time for you to really listen to your intuition in the new moon in Scorpio on the 15th. And even prior to, if you can just kind of reflect to yourself, what are the things that have been coming to endings right now? And a great confirmation, and I'm really big on angel numbers, the number 9. The number 9 comes in endings. The number 0s comes in endings as well and beginnings. And the number 1 comes in with new beginnings as well. So if you're starting to see those synchronicities, ask yourself when you see those numbers, what things are you thinking of at that time? Now, remember that our guides have various ways of communicating with us, which brings me to the other aspect of the birth and the death aspect of the new moon. Our ancestors and our guides are going to be a little bit more communicative during this time. And that really means that they're really trying to tell us, what do we have to release on an ancestral level? What things do we have to unbound from on a karmic level? Now, I mentioned before in the past full moon that we just had in October, that releasing karmic debts, releasing karmic energy. However, for those who have not fully surrendered, this is your time in the new moon for you to fully do that. And for those who are on their way of their work, this is a time to create some closure of those endings so you can completely have a fresh slate to start the new beginnings and new intentions that you are going to have in your life. Think of it this way. You've been really working really hard. Well, there's a lot of abundance on the horizon. And if you haven't, well, this is the last call for you to make sure that you're rebirthing and releasing what you need to. And remember, Scorpio is very mysterious. So a lot of the deaths and rebirths, we might not see it coming, but how are you going to react to that emotionally? And how are you going to be able to get excited for the new things that are up around the corner? Foundation, number 3, all about foundation. This is super important. How are you creating foundation into your life? For some of you, you have recently noticed that, your abundance has been a little bit less than it should be. Perhaps things have come in as far as timing wise of what you need to put your priority on. That's universe testing you a little bit on how are you creating foundation for everything that you want to bring in your divine interest in your reality right now, and making sure that even though things feel uncertain, start to create a certainty of your ritual. So if you're feeling less, motivated to do your morning ritual, your manifestation rituals, you feel less motivated to go to work, you feel less motivated to make a date night with your partner. These are all signs of us wanting foundation in our life. So at this time, creating foundation, creating a new routine, doing something that changes your vibration, your energy, playing with your energy is really going to help you with Scorpio. Remember, Scorpios like to play a little bit. So if you're too serious, things will just go on the side wind and you might really get things that you weren't expecting. So make sure that you're kind of playing with your energy. You're allowing yourself to be open-minded of what new foundations you can create in your life, because in the new moon of Scorpio on November 15th, that's really what we're doing. We're going to be setting intention on that day to ask ourselves what foundations need to be created. What foundations need to be shifted? And I want you to comment down below, what are the foundations that you think that need to be shifted right now? Because again, like I said, this is going to be a huge impact on how the last 2 weeks of November is going to turn out for you. The first 2 weeks, you really need to get that set. And then the 15th is the midpoint to say, hey, what are the foundations that you've been creating in the past couple weeks? And where are you at now? Or, what are the foundations that you're going to be starting for the rest of the month so you can prepare for the next full moon? And really planting these seeds and putting them intentionally is so important, because that's what's going to allow the rebirth to stay in your life. That is what's going to allow you to have space and to get excited for what's to come. But even in the time of us being low energy, we have to make sure that we're shifting our energy a little bit so we can get excited for the new foundations that the universe wants us to create in this time. Also remember that with Jupiter being the main planet at this time, it's encouraging us to create foundation, to bring foundation into our life. That's what's going to help us a lot with being successful in the time of November. Number 4, unpredictable truths start to surface in the time. So one of the things I will say is when we do our shadow work, when we do our deeper work, there's always truths of what we want to hear and also what we didn't expect. So just know, but at this point, at the new moon on November 15th in Scorpio, that you will have some truths, some truths about your partners, some truths about your business, some truths about your relationship with money, some truths about how your manifestations are really going. It's just going to be kind of a report on that day. It's going to be a report of where you are energetically, even leading up to the new moon and prior to. So just be aware, be mindful, try not to react in a way of trying to control what's going on for your best interest, but just know that the new moon and energy is all about unpredictability. But when we have foundation, which I mentioned in our last point, the unpredictability is going to be a little bit harder to ruin what we're going through right now, what we're focusing on for our manifestations in November, what we want to bring, what we want to change into our life. So just think of it this way. The moment that you have a foundation that you're listening to for your intuition, listening to your guides and your angels and your ancestors and what they're trying to tell you to work on, then the moment that the unpredictable things happen, it won't be really unpredictable because you've been preparing for it anyways. So just really listen to that and make sure that you're being really mindful of the foundations that you're putting in. Number 5. Now, I kept on talking about this, but let's get real with it. Mercury retrograde. Okay, I am so exhausted. I know we all are. Hey guys, so I just editing the video right now, and I noticed that I say Mercury retrograde, I mean Mars retrograde. So I just wanted to share that with you guys so you know. Let's get back to the video. But it's coming to an end, and it's coming with abundance. And that is our last point. Manifestation, luck, and abundance is coming for us the weekend right before the new moon. What that means is that for all of those who have kept on working and did not give up on yourself, guess what? The universe has a big surprise for you. This is the biggest thing that's coming through. The unpredictability doesn't only come in the negative energy of like things that will kind of detour you. And I don't want to say negative because nothing's negative. The universe is always with us. But I just want to say an altered detour. And for those who've been really working hard, pushing into it, you will get a miraculous sum of money randomly. You might get a miraculous connection with a friend that you haven't talked to in a very while that was thinking about you. You might even end up getting just random gifts that come in. This could be gifts of abundance, money, time, relationships, things, homes, environment, so many other things. So all the things you've been working on, it's going to show in November, and it's going to be like the last run in the last 2 weeks and a half. So I really do feel that coming through for the new moon on November 15th. So I hope you guys really like that energy update on what to expect for the new moon in November 15th. I'm really, really excited to see you shift and see you really take all of the lessons that you've learned in Mercury retrograde to bring you into this deeper shadow work that you need to do, but also get all of the manifestation and abundance that you deserve. I hope you guys really like this video. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, like, and subscribe, as well as put notification bells. I do videos every single week for you amazing, beautiful souls, and I do energy updates for new moon and full moon every single month, as well as our meditation, which will be on November 15th at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, live here on YouTube, a meditation and an energy healing. So I would love to see you there, and feel free to share with your friends. I will see you guys really soon. I'm sending you love, light, and positivity. Bye.